Throughout history, we have all heard the impact of economic recessions, wars, pandemics on people's mental health and psychology. But the strange thing is that there are many people out there who suffer from depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm, and even suicidal thoughts. All because of a social media platform which is known as Instagram. We all do it. Robot-like, we endlessly scroll through social media feeds. To an extent, we even go about our daily lives staring at screens while ignoring the world around us. Social media platforms such as Instagram is ubiquitously part of young people's lives. What's the problem with Instagram anyway? And what makes Instagram different from other social media platforms? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. A study conducted for the Royal Society for Public Health took a look at the positive and negative effects of social media on young people's health and well-being. Instagram is the most detrimental social media platform to young people's mental health. According to new research out of the UK, Snapchat ranked the second worst for the mental health of the sites reviewed on the report, followed by Facebook. On the plus side, YouTube topped the list as the most positive, with Twitter coming in after it. The report notes that the visual nature of Instagram is the reason behind the ranking, because platforms like Instagram present highly curated versions of the people we know and the world around us. It is easy for our perspective of reality to become distorted. The thing is, being surrounded by constant images of the perfect life and seemingly perfect bodies can also have a big impact on how you feel about your own life and appearance. People might become obsessed with social networks, and especially Instagram. In order to get social approval, they measure their self-worth by looking at the number of followers they have. Getting a big number of likes and followers is often taken as a symbol for self-esteem and a benchmark for achievement. When it's not met, it brings desolation and dejection, thereby making an individual apprehensive. In extreme circumstances, youngsters may even delete a post they made and could not get more likes, or if their age didn't attract more followers as they expected. Many experiences highlight how people have become obsessed with being Insta-influencers, and how a photo determines your status in that social world. Here's a prime example. Take a look at these social media influencers' photos of themselves in what seems to be private jets. I know, cool photos. They look like they're either swimming in cash or are with people who are deep diving in it. So, some of these people aren't even in real jets. They're in studios taking pics and pretending they could afford a private jet and misleading their followers. This private jet studio can be rented for about $64 an hour. Another dangerous aspect of social media is that it's easy for teens to compare themselves to others. 32% of teen girls said that when they felt bad about their bodies, Instagram made them feel worse. Comparisons on Instagram can change how young women view and describe themselves. A study entitled "Picture Perfect: The Direct Effect of Manipulated Instagram Photos on Body Image in Adolescent Girls." Since photos these days are easily manipulated, this study investigated the impact of viewing Instagram photos of peers that were manipulated to remove eye bags, wrinkles, and impurities, and to reshape legs to be thinner and waist to be slimmer. Results showed that exposure to these manipulated Instagram photos directly resulted in low self-esteem, self-doubt, and a decrease in one's own body image. And among them, teens who reported suicidal thoughts. 13% of British users and 6% of American users traced the desire to kill themselves to Instagram, one presentation showed. Not only that, but the research suggested that Instagram's Explore page can push young users into viewing harmful content. There have also been severely, truly heartbreaking stories like 14-year-old Molly from Harrow, northwest London, killed herself in November 2017. After viewing extensive amounts of material on platforms including Instagram related to suicide, depression, self-harm, and anxiety. Her dad said that he believes Instagram helped to kill his daughter. There's more. A teenager has killed herself after posting a poll on her Instagram account, asking for followers if she should live or die. Police in Malaysia said, "Really important. Help me choose, die or live." The 16-year-old girl asked her followers. It came as a shock that around 69% of the 16-year-old's followers voted for death in a poll, police say. You don't have to use your real name on Instagram. Before social media, bullying was something that was only possible to do face-to-face. However, now people can bully others online, anonymously or not. For instance, they might create a fake profile and act friendly, then later betray and embarrass them online. These online attacks often leave deep mental scars and even drive people to hurt themselves, or take their own lives in some cases. What is the fear of missing out, or FOMO, and how does it impact teens and young adults? FOMO is just what it sounds like, a form of anxiety that you get when you're scared of missing out on a positive experience that someone else is having. For example, you might constantly check your messages to see if anyone has invited you out, or focus on your Instagram feed all day to make sure that no one is doing something cool without you. Instagram became a highlight reel for people's lives, but it wasn't just showing their real life. It was about crafting a public image. People started doing things just for Instagram photos. For example, National Geographic wrote about how Instagram was changing travel. There was a photogenic cliff in Norway that saw around an 8,000% increase in tourism, simply because it was a great spot for an Instagram photo. And people would queue up and get their picture taken there, snapping endless photos to try and get the perfect pose and angle. The photo was becoming more important than the experience itself. Deaths from selfies and video stunts are increasing, as is our self-obsession. This girl is hanging off a balcony 11 stories up because she wants the perfect Instagram shot. She has successfully achieved two things. She went viral and she didn't die. And it seems that is the only aim for social media users. It is a tragic story when there is a Wikipedia page listing all the selfie-related injuries and deaths. First viral hit. It began in 2011, when Canadian Tom Riaboy dangled his feet over the edge of a tall building in Toronto and took a picture straight down. He posted it on Flickr, Reddit, and 500px. The caption underneath his image was, "I'll make you famous." A day after he posted it, he had 500 emails in his inbox, including requests for interviews by the BBC, RTL, and National Geographic USA. It had gone viral, and soon there were hundreds of copycats. A craze was born. Why do we do this? According to Sarah Diefenbach, a consumer psychology professor and the lead author of the Selfie Paradox, we take selfies for all kinds of reasons. To communicate with the people we love, to build self-esteem, to curate our self-image, to chronicle our personal histories, and increasingly, to build our personal brands. To me, the key point she mentions is to build our personal brand. Isn't that what social media is all about? Showing the world what we want them to think our lives are like, even if it means risking our lives for the photo, and people will do anything to capture attention. Sadly, it seems we need protection from ourselves. As we have reached the end of this video, what do you think about countries that ban or restrict the media? Waiting for your answers in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe and hit that like button so you can receive more interesting topics like this. Thanks for watching.